seclusion. What I will say is, from the works of Ibn Jawzi, from what I have read, Ibn Jawzi was criticizing the Sufis, he was not criticizing Sufism. He was criticizing what people had done, he was not criticizing what it actually taught. And when you look at the works of Ibn Jawzi in Talbis Iblis, the name of the book, you will find that he actually has places in the book where he praises Sufism. He speaks highly of the likes of Junaid Baghdadi. And he puts the blame on the later Sufis who introduced alien things. And one of the reasons for that is because they started taking influence from the Greek, from the Indians, from the Persians, and they started staying away from the Quran and Sunnah. Because of this external influence, people had the wrong idea about what Sufism is. And you will find that and you will see the quote here in the handout, inshallah, that there were many places where Ibn Jawzi, he praises what the Sufis talk about. And in fact, there is one place in his book where he says that Sufism teaches adherence to the Sirat al-Mustaqim, to the straight path. So in short, the Sufis were the targets, not Sufism. And you and I can relate to that. Because in this day and age, when the non-Muslims, when the Westerners criticize our religion, we humbly have to keep saying, listen, it's the Muslims that are wrong, our Islam is perfect. It's our Muslims that have lost the plot. It's our Muslims that are just turning away from the Quran and Sunnah. Otherwise, the teachings of the Quran, the example of our Prophet ﷺ is flawless. The fault is in ourselves, it is not in our religion. We're just not playing the game right. We're getting it wrong. So in exactly the same way, if people in early Islam, and even today, they criticize this discipline, they are criticizing the agents of it, they are not criticizing the essence of it. They are not criticizing the discipline of it. Concluding remarks. The Fuqaha Kiram, when you pick up the books of fiqh, which tell you about reciting the Quran, about performing salah, about how to perform wuzu, about how to perform hajj, zakah and so forth. The books of fiqh, what they tell you is how to perform these acts. Sufism is important because it tells you why you perform those acts. It gives you that inner dimension. It gives you the soul of Islam. And for that, I certainly would recommend that look at the works of Ihya Ulumuddin, Imam Ghazali's works. That just like the likes of Imam Quduri, who wrote his book on fiqh, a jurist, Imam Quduri talks about salah, zakah, all of these hajj and so forth. So does Imam Ghazali. But Imam Ghazali, he talks about asrar al-zakat, asrar al-hajj, asrar al-tahara, the secrets of salah, the secret of zakah. Meaning, why are you doing it? What is the purpose behind it? When you come to the mosque and you perform salah, what is the actual purpose behind it? What are we actually gained from doing that? This exactly is what Sufism provides. It provides the soul of Islam. And if you take that away, you are taking away the soul, the essence of our religion. And you are turning Islam into a list of do's and don'ts. Do perform salah, do this, do your parents, do this, don't do that, don't go near here, don't do that, don't hang around with this person, this kind of disposition. And I think that Islam was never meant to be like that. That's what communism is. It's just a list of do's and don'ts. Our religion is much bigger than that. It's a whole way of life, it's a sentiment, it's a disposition. And that is only provided when you look at not just what you are doing, but you understand why you are doing it as well. As a method of propagation, that you cannot for one moment underestimate how important Sufism was in propagating, in preaching Islam, in doing its tabligh, and in particular in the Indian subcontinent. Everyone here from the Indian subcontinent background, the Pakistanis, the Indians and the Bangladeshis, we owe our iman to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the hands of the Sufi Ikram. The likes of Dada bin Baksh rahmatullahi alayhi, all of these great Khaja Muhyiddin Chishti and the likes, they are the ones who converted in their thousands, in tens of thousands, in their millions. As a method of propagation, even in this day and age, how many people has Osama bin Laden converted to Islam like us? How many people sincerely have said, yes, I salute this person, I'm going to become a Muslim now? Even if they are the beatniks like Richard Reed, the shoe bomber. And then, just in this day and age, look for yourself, the likes of Sheikh Hisham Kabani, Damat Barakatuhu Aliyah. How many people have they converted? How many people have these great Sufiya Ikram converted? And why? Because you can see Islam in their figure, you can see Islam in their presence. And from them you'll understand who the true advocates of Islam are and who the imposters are. So as a method of propagation, do not underestimate the importance of Sufism. Very important to mention this point. Sufism without Islam is not Sufism. Sufism, as we pointed out, must take its roots from the Quran and Sunnah. If you see a person who claims to be a Sufi master and he goes nowhere near the mosque and he does not teach you to perform salah, he does not tell you about the importance of zikr, then he is an impostor. Stay well away from him. You can tell who the genuine Sufis are by their conduct. That you can tell by the presence of them, and you perhaps can appreciate that. The great ulama ikram and the mashayikh that you have seen, you can tell in their skin, you can tell from the noor in their face that these people are genuine. The imposters you can tell. The imposters, you will see that they talk a lot, but actual application of Islam, they don't actually have anything to do with it. And then this is something, the last point, that this is something which we all know, that modern life is providing comfort for us. It's providing that ability to get from A to B much quicker. It's that, it's just like this wireless thing, it's just created that we don't have to put a wire in anymore. That's what technology has done, it's just created ease for us. Has it created peace? Not necessarily. And I think the true core of peace lies, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran, lies in the consent of the heart. And this is something which Sufism certainly preaches. Upon that, I will conclude. Inshallah ta'ala, if you have any questions, then please do ask them at the end. Brother Kazanfar mentioned it earlier. It's very important, this book. This is a commentary of Surah Fatiha, which I had the honor of translating. It's by a scholar called Allama Ghulam Rasul Sayyidi. Allama Ghulam Rasul Sayyidi is a very famous muhakkik, muhaddis, based in Pakistan. He wrote a very detailed commentary of Sahih Muslim, which received much attention in the Urdu-speaking world. Thereafter, he started the translation and commentary of the Holy Quran, and he completed all of that, and that was named Tibyan al-Quran. We sought permission from him, and we asked whether we could publish and we could translate the first surah, Surah Fatiha, of that word into English, and he allowed this to us. So this is about 200 pages, about 8,000 words, just on Surah Fatiha. So quite easily, this is the most detailed commentary you will probably find in the English language of